Hey guys, what's going on? My name is William James, and today's video I want to talk about the role of intention and the role of certainty in your business. Okay, this is going to be a very important video for people who are feeling like they're hitting a wall in their home-based business and they don't know how to get through it. All right, so if you're new to my channel, again, my name is William James. I do videos on affiliate marketing, network marketing, how to start and grow a home-based business. I make a full-time living online from my home here in New York City. So if you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. So again, today's video, I really want to talk to you guys about intention, certainty, and it's really kind of a mindset video, but I think it's very practical. So when people are starting out in the home-based business industry, right? They're trying to grow a home-based business. They start out with a desire, right? A desire for a better life, more money, to be able to quit their job, to have more freedom, right? We all have the same desires. And then unfortunately what happens is they get sold a whole lot of horse shit. Pardon my French. But there's a lot of bad, spammy sales videos out there and people telling you all kinds of crap that isn't true. And people get their heads filled with all this nonsense about thinking that, you know, there's some kind of push button automated money system where they just, you know, install a plug-in or something and money floods into their bank account, or like they don't understand what is actually required, you know, to run a home business, and actually they don't understand how simple it is. But I mean, that's a fine stage to go through, but then you move through into this next stage where you kind of start learning like the reality of this situation, and people get extremely overwhelmed and they get discouraged because they've come to believe that all they have to do is set up a web page and like run a bunch of ads to it or something, and the traffic is going to just magically turn into sales, and that doesn't happen. And so then when they sort of realize that like there's work involved and that it to some degree depends on their own creativity and their own ability to connect with other human beings, then they get all discouraged and they kind of feel overwhelmed and they get lost in this kind of emotional sea of feeling overwhelmed, not knowing what to do, and feeling bad about themselves and feeling bitter that like money isn't falling from the sky. And so they kind of go into this cycle of like they get seduced by the positive thinking mumbo jumbo, where they think if they just make a vision board and they, you know, meditate on what they want and post good morning posts on Facebook and with lots of happy emojis, that like their dreams will come true. And what they don't realize is that the mindset stuff, it's very real. But mindset is the jumping off point for action. The point of having a positive mindset is not that if you believe in your dream, it'll magically come true. It's that if you believe 100% in what you're doing, you might actually buckle down and do it. And so it's a prerequisite to action. Which brings me to this word intention. You see, people have desire when they start out, but they don't have intention. So the next stage is people kind of get overwhelmed, right? And then they maybe figure out, they find a leader, a mentor, somebody who kind of knows what they're talking about, and the person tells them to do certain things, and maybe they try doing them, and maybe some of them don't work. But people have this thing where they give up, right? They will give up after, you know, 2, 3, 4 times of trying something that doesn't yield any results. And what's really going on here, guys, is people are not understanding that you have to make a decision. It has to be a decision to change what you're doing, or to do, you know, you have to decide to do a particular thing, and you have to do it every day. Like you're going to contact people. You see, really, guys, this industry is very simple. All that it comes down to is, are you contacting enough people? And are you getting them interested in whatever it is that you have to offer? You see, most people are just scared to communicate. And so they don't have this intent. They have not made this decision of like, I'm going to talk to 100 people today, every day. They have not just, you have to decide to make it happen, to make it go right, no matter what it takes. And then you have to do it, right? That's the difference. And what makes it easier to do that is if you have certainty about what to do and about actually, the validity of what you're doing. See, when a lot of people get started in network marketing specifically, I think deep down, a lot of people feel like they're scamming people. There's this deep feeling that they are selling garbage, right? That they're trying to trick people, and they're trying to scam people, and they tell themselves and they tell other people, oh, this isn't a pyramid scheme, and like anyone who's negative is just a hater, and this is a great business. But I think deep down, a lot of people feel that they are bothering people or hurting people, right? They don't have positive certainty about what they're doing. So the way that this manifests is all this kind of uncertain lack of confidence, and again, reason to not go forward and talk to people about your opportunity. So like the difference for me when I was first starting out, and I kind of felt crappy about my offers. And first of all, guys, if you're feeling like you're promoting an offer that's scammy, then don't promote it. There's so many offers that you can be promoting that are completely not scammy. Like, go find something that you feel really good about promoting that really helps people. And that's going to make a huge difference in this. So the difference between me when I first started out, I really felt like I would go out and I would like try to talk to people on Facebook, right? I didn't know what to say, and I didn't have any success. And I didn't really believe that the business was really a good thing deep down. Like in my head I did, but I didn't have the embodied belief that this works and that it is good and that it will help people. And so the way that I communicated with other people was full of this uncertainty, right? I was afraid that they were going to call me out for being a scam artist, or like there was all this unspecified fear. What ends up happening is because of all these things going on, people have had no success. They sort of believe that what they're doing is wrong. They don't really know what to do to promote anyway. And so what happens is that they communicate with this kind of vague uncertainty. And more often than not, they just don't communicate at all with prospects, right? They're not reaching out and contacting people. And when they do, it's like this very tentative, doubtful thing, and they feel bad about it. Whereas for me now, because I have 100% certainty that what I have to offer will help people if they take action, I believe in it 100%. I believe that it works because it works for me every day, right? I actually make sales. Before I ever made a sale, there were years, guys, before I ever made a single sale. And it's very difficult to have the confidence to approach somebody and speak to them when you have no actual belief in what you're doing. So there's this mindset shift that has to happen for you to go from uncertainty and sort of a lack of clear intention. If you have a desire but not an intention, like not a decision to make it happen, you're in this kind of wishy-washy zone. You don't quite know what to do. Whenever you try something, it feels icky and it doesn't work. And then there's this subtle shift in your mindset that happens where you can actually put on the attitude and the belief of somebody who is 100% certain about what they're doing. Like the first step is you just have to decide to believe in what you're doing. You have to just make a decision that you're going to act with certainty and you're going to communicate with certainty. Yeah. And it really, really, really helps if you have something that works. See, nobody's going to tell you this in this industry, but this industry is a leadership business model. In other words, if you want to be really successful in this industry, you have to become a leader of other people. You have to. You can't just buy traffic and send it to a web page and it'll convert without you ever having to talk to people. You have to be someone who is comfortable communicating with large numbers of people in a clear, certain, and authoritative manner. That's what leadership is. It doesn't mean that in order to be successful, you have to be successful already, like this sort of catch-22 thing that people think it is, where it's like they think because I don't have any success, I can't be successful. Like, no, that's made up. It's in your head. What you do have to do is decide that you're going to step into a leadership role and just lead. And then all of a sudden people follow you. Okay, so the step one, guys, is to find something, some method of something that works. Whether it's you've got something that makes money for people, you've got a method that generates traffic reliably, right? You need to have something that works that people want. And then you need to teach it to them in a confident way with certainty. And when you step up to the plate and you become the leader, they will follow, right? Before I created my course on Facebook marketing, I had been studying this stuff first, right? I didn't make this stuff up, and I took other people's courses. And it worked. I implemented what I learned. It worked. And all of a sudden I was filled with certainty. Like I actually had the keys here. I actually knew something that could help everybody out there who was struggling. And so what most people do is they would go, okay, that's cool. I'm going to use this to generate traffic for whatever I'm doing. What I did was I actually said, no, I'm going to actually become the leader in this space. I'm going to make my own course. I'm going to position myself as the authority, right? So I made a bunch of videos teaching what I had learned. I put them up on a course page. I created the whole course. I paid a guy to make the whole funnel for me, right? To build the pages. Wasn't that hard. And then all of a sudden I have this product that positions me as the authority, you see? And now people will see me as their teacher and they buy from me. Because you see what I'm saying? It's a mindset thing. I'm not saying that you need to go out and create a course. See, people get confused there and they'll be like, but I don't want to create a course. I'm not saying not everyone can be a course creator and not everyone should be a course creator. That's not the point. The point is the mindset of going from, I don't necessarily feel super confident about what I'm doing, to saying, I have something that works. And I'm willing to step into a leadership position and teach it to other people. That's the key. It doesn't matter if you build a course or what you do, or if you do webinars, you do YouTube videos, just the way you talk to people on Facebook, it's all the same thing. But if you don't have something that you're confident in, you're never going to be successful doing this. You need to have something of value that you've learned that you can offer other people. And you need to be willing to step into the leadership role with certainty and intention and make a decision. I'm going to do this. And I'm just going to lead. And every conversation that I have with people, my amount of certainty in that conversation is what determines where the conversation is going to go. See, when we're out talking to people on Facebook, right, it's this funny thing where everyone's trying to pitch each other on their stuff, right? You start a conversation with somebody on Facebook, and they're only talking to you because they want to pitch you on their idea, and you're only talking to them because you want to pitch them on your idea, right? And so who wins? The person wins who has the most amount of certainty in what they're doing and authority, right? I used to go out and be like, hey, I don't know if you'd be interested, but I've got this really cool opportunity and maybe you could take a look at it sometime. Versus now I go out there and I say, hey, I can actually teach you how to do this, 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 and this. Is that something you'd be interested in? No? Okay, cool. Next. Hey, I can actually teach you how to do this, 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 and this. Is that something you want to do? Yeah, cool. Awesome. Go sign up there. Next. Right? You see what I'm saying? It doesn't, because I have total certainty in what I have to offer, the way that I approach conversations is totally different. And the funny thing that I notice is that people stopped pitching me. I used to get pitched constantly with people's ideas, people's businesses. And now almost never does anyone ever try to sell me on anything. Because they can see in my attitude that I have certainty in what I'm doing. So they start to listen to me, right? So what does it take to make this shift? What does it take? It takes, I firmly believe you have to learn something that's worth sharing. Learn a skill, learn some kind of traffic generation method that works and then teach to other people. You need to have some sort of product that works, that actually will help people, right? Not a BS nutritional supplement. No offense to people who are into that, right? And maybe you have the most amazing nutritional supplement in the world and it really does make you, young again or something, right? Awesome. Great. If you believe in that with total certainty, then that's your thing. Go out and do that. Right? My point is, people are promoting stuff that they think is crap. So find something really excellent and that really works, and then just decide that you're okay communicating with people and you're going to share this because you're confident and you're certain. For me, the easiest thing to learn was generating traffic on Facebook. I teach this in my course. If you want to pick it up, sign up for my course, learn this, and you can go around and teach it to people. Start a free Facebook group and invite people in, and you can teach this stuff in Facebook Lives. It doesn't matter. You don't have to create a course, right? You could do a free webinar, free video, free PDF, create a, doesn't matter. Just have something that you can share with people. Yeah. With certainty. I don't ever promote anything now that I'm not 100% certain is an amazing product. So I promote my course. We also have this incredible artificial intelligence phone sales funnel that I truly believe is like the first of its kind in the industry. It's an amazing product. People love it. It works. I'm super happy to share that with people because it's freaking exciting. This thing is awesome. Dude, you got to check this out. This thing is sweet. Look at this. Look what it can do. And people were like, oh man, that's awesome. I want to buy it. Right? So having something like that you have total certainty about. All right. Hope that makes sense, guys. If you have any questions, hit me up on Facebook. Be a link down below to my Facebook, or shoot me an email if you have my email. Leave a comment wherever you're seeing this. Anyway, we'll chat soon.